Kind gentlemen and gentle ladies, may I introduce myself not as Jane Austen, but as thoroughly modern Jane. I was the first of the modern women, choosing a career over marriage. And in a short period of time, I wrote a prodigious number of novels, every one of them bestsellers, and they're still in print today. And to say nothing of all those film adaptations and varieties. I wrote about the universal human emotions, about love, and with my fabulous knowledge of humanity and the sea, which could be very useful tonight, I am the person for you. I am the person that all other novelists look up to and aspire to be, as a master of manners, morality, and mediation. The world needs me. Jane Austen is the person for this lifeboat. Ladies and gentlemen,
next up is the scallywag known as Steve Irwin.
Crikey! You knew I was going to start with that, didn't you? Crikey! I'll say it again for the people in the room who just fell asleep then. Crikey! You need me on the lifeboat for... Yeah, there's a really good reason. I'm Australian. I'm Australian for starters. We're in Australia. We're not in England or somewhere, in Australia. And on the lifeboat, if we come across really angry animals, I'm the one who can save us. But look at this. Come here, come here. Look at this. I can do this. I can take this mouth shut. I can do this. Got him. See, that's what you want on the lifeboat. Some of this, goddammit. You want someone who's resourceful. You want someone who can swim. I've learned from recent experiences I'm all right with those things now. I swim under them. And they sting the people who want to attack us. So when the pirates come, I get the stingray and she's gone, and then I'm in trouble. So we need an Australian who can look after us when we end up on a deserted island.
Mr. Tommy Cooper.
Have we got time for one more? You know, I could always pick a good audience or a bad audience. Good night. Look. You are? Good. We've got a head start there. I should be on the lifeboat because I'm all about fun. I definitely am. By the way, I was at the dentist today. I had to go to the dentist, and he said, look, your teeth are fine, but we're going to have to take out your gums. And I'm sitting in the waiting room, waiting to see him, and I'm running through the magazines. Wasn't it a shame about the Titanic? Well, so that's why you should have me on the lifeboat. Entertainment Plus. And I promise I won't die
Would you like to say a few words?
Oh, hello. Hello everybody, I'm Mahatma. When I was a young boy, I was very, very precocious. I was like, how you say, a firecracker. I used to settle scores with my fists. I was a boxer. I was a pugilist. I like your former Prime Minister, Tony Roberts. I was a dickhead when I was a young boy. And my father, he said to me, he said, Mahatma, violence is not the way. And the reason you need me on your vote is because in the 60 years since I've been dead, you have not realized that violence is not the way. You are still murdering your own people. You might have Ban Ki-moon and Gandhi, what she faced as the Secretary General of the UN, but you need me. I will show you violence is not the way. I will lead these people. I will show you that regardless of color or creed, we are all one race. We are all one human.
and Mr. Ronald Reagan.
My fellow citizens, I am one of America's most loved characters. As an actor, I starred in many fine movies, including the unforgettable Bedtime for Bonzo, in which I shared screen time with a chimpanzee. I was president of the Screen Actors Guild. 8 years I was governor of California, and then 8 years as president of the United States of America. When I was elected to my second term, I had the highest landslide victory in American presidential history. And when I retired in 1988, I had the highest approval of any American president, even ahead of Bill Clinton. And I deserved my place ahead of him because I really didn't have sexual relations with that woman.
And now we give each one of the contestants the chance for rebuttal against each other. And we will start with Miss Jane.
Ladies and gentlemen, my books cover all the things that we need in order to survive on this lifeboat. It is the reason why the world needs Jane Austen. This gentleman said that we needed to have Australians only on the boat. I believe that this lifeboat is on Her Majesty's service, even if it has been corrupted by pirates. You see, I know how to manage these things, and a colonial surely does not, especially not one that hangs his children in front of crocodiles. And this gentleman over here, Mr. Cooper, he's a Welshman. He's almost good enough to be on the boat, but not quite. And I believe that if you just want somebody to amuse you, well, I would be the person to do that with my wit and my wealth of information. Mr. Gandhi, I hate to tell you, but I think these days I am probably more popular in India than he is. Just look at all the Bollywood remakes of my movies. So you see, even Gandhi is not that important. And Mr. Ronald Reagan, I have to say, he is a little bit plastic. I don't believe that he was very much good as an actor. He said that that movie was unforgettable. Forgettable? And his job as a president, well, I'm sorry, he just didn't have the credibility after all those times on the big screen. I could get you a job though, Ronald. Could star in one of my movies. There's always a space for a dodgy old man. So Jane Austen, the world needs Jane Austen, particularly in this day and age where the world is just going to rack and ruin. We need the values that are in my books. All those wonderful things. And just think, there are books still to be written. I already have all these e-books ready to go. So please, if you want to see, vote for me.
What do you have to say?
Oh, crikey. Can you imagine being out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, not the Atlantic, not that sort of stuff, that's where they're thinking, the Pacific Ocean, and you're hoping that the extra person on the lifeboat who's going to help save you is an author? And what if you land at some terrible, terrible tropical island? What are you going to think about a snake? Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. It was a pocket snake, by the way. Look at the reaction. You wouldn't have her in a fit. You wouldn't have her in a fit. And what about this bloke? Last time he performed, he died. Is that something we still have to look forward to tonight? You imagine him cracking a joke on the life, and he's dead. That's why you need me on there, because you're going to have a spare seat if you take him anyway. Now, Gandhi is a different story. We are talking about one of the most revered people in history, and I speak from the heart, and it's not Mahatma Gandhi. It's Mohandas Gandhi. Mohandas is his name, was his name. Mahatma was a term of reverement that even Gandhi considered too salubrious, and he didn't like being called it, so you're a fraud. And speaking of frauds, he's too scared to even show his face. I mean, crikey, what's coming to this is Australia, folks. We've got to stand up for it. We can't have these lousy migrants on the boat. We've got to keep it for us. I'm not prejudiced.
A bit of casual racism. Mr. Tommy Cooper.
Well, Jane, I like to read, but I was hoping you'd have something with pictures in it, because that's all I can follow. But you know she writes romantic novels, so you can imagine the pictures with all the eyes blackened out, you know, on the pictures. So no thanks, Jane. And Steve, stay in the boat. Whatever you do, stay in the boat. And don't have the fish, have the lamb. All right? Now, Gandhi, mine's a vindaloo. I'll have a chicken korma for the wife. And get yourself a dal. Dal? Because I know you're a vegetarian, you don't eat meat. So you can get yourself and plenty of rice. Love lots of rice. And papadums. We'd all like papadums, wouldn't we? Yeah. None for him. He doesn't want any. What's your name? Ronald. Bet you can't remember. That's right. Can you imagine him on the boat? He couldn't remember his name or anything about it. I must admit though, he was a funny man. He could make you laugh. He really did. He was a funny guy. But I don't think he's going to be funny on the boat. I'll be funny on the boat, make everybody laugh, and I promise, as I said, I won't die until we get to land. All right? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Mahatma, would you like to say a word?
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me and why I explain I need to be on the boat. Jane Austen, she's a very, very nice lady, and she wrote lots of books. But unfortunately, most of her books have been made into period dramas that my wife now makes me watch, and they are very, very painful. Now, Steve, you're very, very good in the outdoors, but the problem being you only catch crocodiles, and I have never eaten a crocodile curry. And what's more is your stupid shoes. Look at his stupid shoes. Who in their right mind would wear a pair of Crocs? David Copperfield, is it? Yes, your magic tricks. You're going out with Claudia Schiffer. Very, very good. Yes. Ronald, you come up with some good quotes. You know, people go into the sky, they blow up. You say, the moment they left the surly bonds of earth and touched the face of God, whatever. You got the quotes, yeah, and you were a Hollywood actor and whatnot, very good, and you danced with Margaret Thatcher. Wow, good on you. But I have the quotes, yeah. I wrote lots of books. I wrote lots of things when I was walking around. And I leave you with one final quote. This is my famous quote. I leave it with you, and you think about why I need to be on the boat. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andy. And Mr. Ronald Reagan, your 2 minutes.
As an actor, I was much loved the world over, and I did make many famous movies, Miss Austen, including Dark Victory with Betty Davis, Knute Rockne, All-American, King's Row, and the brilliant Bedtime for Bonzo. As president of the Screen Actors Guild, I fought against the rising tide of communism amongst American screenwriters. As governor of California, I converted a massive state debt into a healthy and prosperous surplus in 8 short years. And as president of the United States, I reduced taxes, reduce government spending, and reduce the inflation rate from 12.5 to 4.4. When I retired, I was not only much loved, but I was much respected as an economic and fiscal manager. I deserve my place in the lifeboat, and who do I have to beat? An author who is full of her own pride and prejudice? A crocodile hunter who couldn't get out of the way of the stingray? A comedian in a funny hat who would probably be shot on the streets of Paris were he there today? And Mr. Gandhi, a man who drank his own urine. A fiscal manager, a much-loved person in that lifeboat. I deserve a second opportunity at life because I can once again make this world a better place like I did when I was alive.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Take a good look at them. It may be the last time you see them. If you think they deserve, or one of these people deserves a space in the lifeboat, remember them. Because after the next lot, you're going to have to write one of their names on the piece of paper. So we have Miss Jane Austen, the crocodile Mr. Irwin, Tommy Cooper, doesn't seem to be dressed properly, Mahatma Gandhi, he's just showing off now. You can have the ladies on the front, and Mr. Ronald Reagan. Okay, one last look. Right, you let go. Whichever way. Whichever closest closest. Four, come on, get on. Come on, Jen, two, shuffle. Come on. Ladies. That's why I decided the pirating life was much more fun.